Welcome to another episode of Monster Prom, all you lovely monster fuckers just the same as I. Tonight we'll be going for the Ghost Ending. So let's get into it. Spooky High School, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? Vicky. Yeah. Can't back out of it. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, 400-something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, probably 22. A party ghost of insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear he had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on the most influential Russian novelists of the 19th century have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the Brothers Karamazov, and Dostoevsky has to deliver it today. 2 cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions, but they reflect on life and love. But it is super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl, maybe she's always stating she's a mess, and 2 of the super hot heroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant. If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be? A great white shark. If I have to fuck an animal, let's at least make it a story worth telling. A human being, because I'm the kind of douchebag who loves to find loopholes and stupid questions like this one. A swan. They're classy, but plus it reminds me of that myth of Leda and the Swan, so at least by bestiality standards has a certain chic appeal. Great white. What will be your dream first date? An art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure. A professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice. A wild party in international waters. A sweaty and manly wrestling match. Crimes. A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. Let's take that party.
Let's go.
To the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Scott and Polly pull you aside, one of them holding each of your arms. Whatever is going on, it's serious. We need your help, bro. The midterm for AP jump scares is coming up tomorrow, and we're so unprepared. We tried everything we could think of to get ready. I rolled up the textbook and smoked it, and I ate my homework. But nothing worked. We've only got one option left. We gotta cheat, bro. We just need to figure out how to do it without messing with the teacher. Or with messing with the teacher. Either way, if you could help us, we'd be super grateful. That's all the incentive you need. You hook them up with your ultimate cheating technique. Just take the test like normal, then use this time machine to go back and change your answers. Write all the answers on the teacher's face. He'll never see them there.
Yes.
Ooh, yes. Mr. Giant Stonehead is like 99% face. It's perfect. And I've heard he sleeps like a rock too. This will be so easy. But isn't this vandalism? Coach says winners don't do vandalism. No, silly, it's only vandalism if you're doing it on a not a live thing. This is makeup artistry. You make a mental note never to let Polly do your makeup. You gain two fun and 1 smarts. Hello, Valerie. Shouldn't you be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome. A blanket with 2 holes.
Later,
Have a
Gator.
good one.
Let's go.
To the outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You getting too fun? Afterwards, you see Polly and Damien eating some delicious-looking cookies. Hey, would you like to buy a cookie to benefit the agents of chaos? I'm trying to get my destructive capitalism badge. All proceeds go directly to the uprising of chaos over order, and it's tax deductible. As I was sitting by to a nursing home the other day, I heard a voice echo so loudly in my head that my teeth rattled. It told me of an ancient order, and as it was described to me in 1,000 voices, blood trickled from my ears. And then the voices gave me a badge for harassment of the elderly.
Classic.
And I earned my first badge for being unable and unwilling to stop partying. My goal is to get enough badges to make a bikini out of and then wear it and nothing else everywhere forever. My goal is to get enough badges that Polly makes a bikini out of them and wears it and nothing else everywhere forever.
It's Polly time.
I wonder what badge we should go for next, and what hijinks we can get into to earn it. What's crazy and chaotic? Being single and partying forever. Destroy the institution of marriage. Chaos is always better with some sensible agony. Replace all the water in the school with swarms and mosquitoes. Destroy the institution of marriage?
Yes.
Yes, queen!
Ugh.
I always say that marriage is like such an outdated institution, but think how panicked old people will be if we dismantle it. Yeah, they'll act as if it like matters or something. I'll head to City Hall and torch all the marriage certificates. And I'ma go to all the bridal salons and pour pig's blood on all the dresses. Perfect! Man, we're gonna get that disrupting societal norms badge easy as pie. Badge bikini, here I come. Why do even the simplest plans seem to escalate in arson and blood so quickly? Whatever, you gain 2 fun and 1 boldness.
Let's go.
Oh, Valerie's in the bathrooms. To the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You spot Miranda and Scott in the vicinity. Seems like the perfect opportunity to test your new blanket. You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost and approach them with a spooky boo while Miranda is explaining something to Scott. And that's why those treacherous air people are the absolute worst, and also most likely tied to the disappearance of Mars Argo. Oh, what's this? A ghost? Perhaps a foreign exchange student. What are you talking about? Oh, gasp! I didn't see you there. So ghostly. You guys are joking, right? This is clearly just blue wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it. Jealousy is a powerful drug, Liam. Do not become addicted. Yeah, Liam, you don't see anyone saying, "Oh, Liam is really just blue in a blanket with eye holes cut in it." I Exactly, Liam. Even despite the many times we suspected it was so. What? Oh, sorry, little ghost. We were ignoring you. That's true. Tell us, do you have any cool ghost powers? Oh yes, divulge. Divulge! Basic ghost knowledge. Ghost powers main power is levitating stuff. Ultimate ghost prank. Haunt someone into despair. You spare a victim for your prank. The Coven! You start running in their direction while screaming your best boo to date. What's this? Maybe it's a minion of Queen Helena. Rumors say she's preparing to be the big bad next season. Stop booing at us. It's hard to save the world and it's hard enough to save the world on a daily basis. We don't need people here undermining our morale. Stop booing. This school is unbelievable. Ugh. They go running, looking for a place to recover from all the booing and undermining. Whoa. The ghost clearly haunted them, and they have fought against all kinds of evil creatures. Such a powerful ghost. So cool. So you just ran at them while booing. I could literally do that. Yet you didn't do it, Liam. Therefore, you're not a ghost. You're just jealous. Yeah, of this very powerful ghost. Ghost, we respect your ghost powers and we wish you the best in your ghost adventures. You leave, running and booing before they realize how obvious it is that you're just you with a blanket. Today, you gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts. I wish I gained 4 boldness.
Let's go.
Hello, Polly and Scott. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien! Do Damien! Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Ha! You sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart, my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure how you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You could tell because I said my name just now. Okay, what about you, Blue? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who's bad at impressions. Look at me, I'm Polly, look at me go. It's me, Scott. I know you're doing an impression of me because you said my name, but... Oh my god, that sounds exactly like him. It does? Yeah, remember that time we took that impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves? Oh yeah, I guess I did say woof woof, it's me, Scott, dog boy, who's bad at impressions. But I didn't yell like that. I'm sorry, are you the real Scott? There's 2 absolutely identical werewolves in front of me and I can't tell the difference. Polly insists on a smooching contest to determine who the real Scott is. You end up winning, in more ways than one.
Let's go.
To the bathrooms. Now they skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And you gain 2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Then you realize you're feeling like going full ghost with your blanket again. You're observing your surroundings when you spot Miranda and Damien. You're about to get closer when suddenly... Greetings, beautiful high schoolers. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I'm here to rescue you from your mundane existence. Just sign these marriage papers. Not this guy again. Look. Whoa. An underworld specter. This again. What again? Liam, this is clearly a kick-ass powerful ghost. Look at its face. So deadpan. No expression at all. Well, that's because it's not a face. It's a sheet with 2 holes cut in it. Man, I wish my face had 2 holes cut in it. That would be fucking metal. No, listen, it's not a face. It's... Ghost friend, help us. Save us from this interdimensional creep. Yeah, do something ghostly. Boo. Throw a rock at the interdimensional prince. Ooh, ouch! Inappropriate. The only violence I tolerate is the violence of love. When a man forces his pure love onto his non-mutual lovers. That and the violence imposed by my army, usually alongside the former type of violence. I will be back for you, my young lovers. And so he retreats into his dimension. Superb. Metal. That ghost just beat the prince with its ghost powers. She just threw a rock at him. Dude, pay attention. It was clearly a ghost rock. What's the difference between a rock and a ghost rock? One is a rock, and the other is a fucking ghost rock! You do realize you didn't answer my question, right? Ghost rock! Huzzah! Yeah, throwing a rock at your problems is like a champ. You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness.
Let's go.
To class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be a primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. While you may be taking your education seriously for once, Polly sure doesn't seem to be. She smells like a distillery got drunk and banged another distillery. She can barely sit up in her chair. The teacher asked her what the capital of Spain is. 11! Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. I meant X. Where X is the correct answer to this question? The teacher stomps over to Polly's desk, grabs her by the chin, and sniffs her breath. Polly, she asks, are you drunk in class? Uh-oh, this is one question with no right answer. You better cause a diversion before Polly gets found out. Release the ferrets. Say, Polly's not drunk, you're drunk. Release the ferrets. You pull the cage out of your backpack, Mark. In case of emergency, release ferrets. The ferrets spread everywhere, crawling up skirts and biting ankles. Everybody's screaming and jumping onto their desks. Nah, teach, I'm not drunk. There's just ferrets everywhere. I'm allergic to ferrets or whatever. Seems like a reasonable excuse in this context. Class ends early, so Crazy Martin the Werebear janitor can bring in Abercrombie the pest control snake. You gain 2 boldness, 1 fun, and Polly's eternal gratitude.
Let's go.
Hello, Polly and Scott. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. I hereby call this meeting the Prankmaster is to order. Prankmaster Howell, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us can throw the chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it. Chairman, but... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank. And I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. Propose the ultimate food prank. Eat everybody else's food, like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs. Yes, you know what they say. When life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, it kinda does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott. Just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott or her affection with you. Prank achieved.
Let's go.
To the bathrooms. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, I won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper in a toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain 2 boldness and probably 1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of 1 STD. You could start doing something productive, or you could put on your blanket and get up to some good old ghost shenanigans. You're looking for someone, but you run into the person that might finally see through your ghostly deception, apart from Boy and Liam. Hiya! Wait, what's this? Another ghost? No, I can't believe this. Finally, somebody else notices. This is clearly just Blue wearing a... I can't believe it because it's just too cool to be true. Come on. It's not cool nor true. Shh, Liam. I can't hear our cool new ghost friend over all your jealousy. So tell me, how did you die? We have to share so much ghost gossip, or ghost sip as I like to call it. Good question. Time to improve a lie with another bigger lie. I was offered as a sacrifice to the god of party. I only tell how I died on the third date, boo. Ghost wink. God of party. Whoa! Well, that's just stupid. You mean stupidly awesome? No, just plain stupid. Also, which god of party? Dionysus? Ninkasi? The Zigger person? Who cares, you party pooper? I'm just saying, her story has more holes than the actual holes cut out of the blanket she is clearly wearing. Shut up, Liam. Maybe we should sacrifice you to the god of party. You don't like such bad vibes, and because of that, you start dancing. Polly joins you. Ghost dance! I swear, I'm gonna follow you around until you take off that sheet. Not a chance. But for now, ghost dance! You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Yep.
Hey, Boo.
Let's go with Polly.
Let's go.
Hey, look at you. It's my favorite ghost other than myself. Prom? Sure. We can go and do lots of ghost things. Dancing, getting drunk as fuck, having sex. Does she have the remotest idea of what things are exclusive to ghosts? Ghost date!
Party time.
Prom night is best ghost date ever. Of course, you fail to see what the difference is between a ghost date and a regular date. But that's beside the point here. You score with Polly, and all it took was wearing a stupid blanket with 2 holes cut in it. Blue, best at secret handshakes. Polly, least corporeal student. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called Ellis Dope. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Scott became the world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. For those 3 weeks, this Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. That's our episode for tonight, folks. See you next time.